Okay, so I have my Monstera leaf plate and some dish soap, some regular dish soap. It cannot be like a hand sanitizer or a antibacterial soap. It needs to be actually dish soap. So this is literally just dish soap. And then you will need a cup and a straw. I just took my wrapper off my straw so that you can see it up there. So all sanitary here. And then you want to mix up about maybe a tablespoon of the paint and equal amount of water, and then soap. So I just put like 3 or 4 drops of soap in here. I'm blending it up really well, picking things up from the bottom. You can see how it's starting to get some bubbles already in the cup, and that's what I'm looking for. So we're just I will blow into this straw, keeping my straw at the very bottom of the cup. I'm going to lift the cup up over, and as the bubbles come out, they're going to fall onto the leaf, and then when they pop, they're going to leave the bubble design on it. So it is so much fun. So you can even have, as long as you have dish soap and water and straw and cup at home, we can send you home with the paint. You guys can do this at home too. All right, I've blown my bubbles up, and I'm gonna start adding a little bit more air into there so the bubbles come flowing out over the cup and they can land on the pottery base. Look how cool my leaf plate looks. My Monstera leaf platter. It's actually like a small little trinket dish. You can see holding it on my hand. It's not very much. I think it's like $20 finished. That includes everything. And right now I have a lighter green in my cup, and I'm getting ready to outline the edges, adding some lighter greens like you might see on a leaf. So here we go. You see the bubbles popping? Oh my gosh, this is gonna be the coolest. So I used the lighter color and just kind of went around the rim of it and added just a little bit in to the middle of it. You can sort of see there, look at that. Wherever it's left white, sort of a negative space, is gonna make it look like it has raindrops on it. I am loving how this is looking. So right now I have some paint on my brush and I just wanna do some splattering. You could also do this with a toothbrush. Just make sure that you paint directly onto the toothbrush instead of dipping the toothbrush into the paint, because it'll get too much on your brush. I'm gonna wipe that little end of the, that big bubble off of there. So I'm just gonna tap it like this on my piece, and I want to get some little drips to make it look like have more of that leaf texture on it. You can put as many or as little as you want on this. I'm just using that darker green color, but I think I'll add in a little bit of brown to show just like how a leaf might be turning. So that is how that looks so far. Isn't that gorgeous? Some brown on my brush now. One thing to mention, if you are doing the splatter technique with a brush, you do want to water your paint down just slightly so that it will flick. But I'm just gonna add a little bit onto the edges here so that I can make sure that, just wanna give it more of a realistic look with some brown spots on the leaf. And again, as much or as little as you want is totally fine. It just gives more of a realistic look for this particular project. All right, what do you guys think of that? Starting to look like a leaf.